Hi lollies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you'll be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of ours, you guys are the real MVP. So lovelies, I have an update of the video I posted, 2 days back about a passport bros who decided to, do what he has to do as a passport bros, and now he's all calling out his wife and, calling her sort of name of being a goody girl and all of that. In this video, I was able to put up some stitches from this woman because he actually responded to clear all of the air. I'm just going to roll the clip. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and let's dive into it.
Well, it didn't take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized.
I think the word Americanized has nothing to do with someone who is disrespectful, especially to your people. Let's say that your closest people. It's because he disrespected my parents, screaming, snatching some things verbally and physically. So what I am thinking that time, you are freely disrespecting me and abusing me. I think that's enough. You can do it. You can do it 24/7 to me. You can do it anytime. But to the point that you're gonna be disrespecting my people, especially my parents, I think that's what, draw the line. I think that's when the time that I said I want to separate. It's not because I wanted to separate just because I wanted it. I've dealt a lot with him for the last 2 years that I am here.
We got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia. I was greeted with the announcement from Jayan that she wanted a separation.
For the last 2 years, I am standing up for myself. I know it's really difficult because I have children, and I honestly doesn't want to separate with him. It's just came out to my mouth that I'm so fed up, I'm so done. It's because I'm so hurt and he's not gonna change. There's no way that he will change. All I know is if I didn't stop or I didn't make a move, it's gonna be a normal. He's gonna disrespect me, he's gonna disrespect my people, he's gonna disrespect anyone. So this is just me that, putting some boundaries.
Hate everything about me and what I provide and decide to leave.
He claims that I hated what he provides. As far as I remember, I'm always grateful for him. I'm always vocal, thanking him for my life right now. You can see my social media. I never criticizes him. It's always praising, even though there's something going on inside our house. I will never speak or talk about our fights on my social media. It's because I am protecting him and I'm protecting my children. We have kids, the next 10-20 years there's gonna be social media and they might see this. I think it's really selfish for him to post for views, for attention, for sympathy. If you can go up here and talk to me and you will say to people that out of transparency, I will talk about it, but you're transparent to the public, but you are not transparent to me. Just for clarification too, half of the trip paid by his ex-wife, all of the park tickets, Universal and also Disney World, it was paid by his ex, and also the Airbnb and the grocery. I just wanted to let you know too that we have a really good relationship with the ex-wife, and to be honest with you, she's really nice to my kids and she's really nice to me. She's like my closest mother here in Hawaii. I can talk to her anytime, and she's really a good person. And I remember when we were in the mainland, she told us, my parents and me, and she said that this is my gift to you. You are wondering why my parents came over, because we supposedly go back to the Philippines for 3 months, just me and the kids. It's because I am really homesick. I've been here for 2 years. He promised me that we're gonna go back to the Philippines at least once or twice a year, but that never happened. And so I kept on telling him that I need to go back. It's because we have activities like my ate is gonna get married, my big sister, and I am the maid of honor. And also I wanted to do some christening for the kids, and also I wanted to spend Christmas with my whole family. It's been 2 years since they haven't seen Race and they haven't met Rocky, because I gave birth to Rocky here in Hawaii, and it's just really a family thing. You need to go back, and it's just sad. It's because fast forward to the booking day, I already booked going back to the Philippines, and then that same day he canceled it too. It's because he said that I'm ungrateful. It's because I didn't said thank you right away. It's because at that time I got excited. It's because the ex-wife said that she's gonna come same day, the same exact day when he booked it, he canceled it right away. And I don't have any choice. It's because I don't have money. I don't have any control about
And I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children.
my ate, my big sister, is back in the Philippines. I contacted her about what's going on here. And then I told her that my mom is gonna go back same date with my papa. And she needs to book for my ate. But that didn't happen. It's because they had to rebook the ticket for them to go back to the Philippines. It's earlier because my papa supposedly go back to the Philippines on January 5th. But that didn't happen. They went back home yesterday, December 30, and they arrive at December 31. You know what's really sad is that my parents are very excited, especially my papa. He thought that it's gonna be a great trip, but it's disaster. They came here just to be disrespected. They stress na sobrang stress na mga mukha nila.
Alam ko nasasaktan ka
They're supposed to have
alam mo
a
yung
good
decision
time
mo na yan.
Pero yung nakuha nila
The best
yung
yung ginawa mo.
pambabastos. Sobrang sakit ng ulo
Kasi
ko
alam
kasi
mo,
nakita ko yung mga
bastusin
mukha
lang
nila.
tayo.
Nakita ko yung
Lahat ng sabihin,
sakit. Nakita ko yung
natin.
nakita ko talaga sa mga mukha nila na nasasaktan sila, pero wala naman silang sinasabi. Pero nakita ng dalawang mga mata ko na
Tama yung ginawa mo, dahil tama yung ginawa mo. Tama talaga yung ginawa mo.
alam niyo, walang ginawang masama yung mga magulang ko sa kanya, pero yung bigay niya sa mga magulang ko sobrang pambabastos. Ang bastos talaga, promise.
Tama yung ginawa
Hindi
mo,
ko
dahil
matanggap.
tama yung ginawa mo.
Hindi ko talaga matanggap.
Tama
Kaya nasabi ko na makipaghiwalay na lang ako.
Napakawalang kwentang lalaki.
Kasi nung kinausap ko siya, parang wala lang sa kanya. Parang,
Tama yung ginawa mo, dahil. Tama.
Sobrang sakit.
Good morning. Please go back and watch her video. But that is happening a lot more than you think it is. And it's crazy as hell to me because my ex-husband did the same fucking thing. The same thing, except he didn't move her into a mansion. He moved her into a trailer in the middle of nowhere, Georgia. Crazy work. The thing that these dudes don't understand is that they're narcissists. And I've told you guys several times how my ex-husband is a diagnosed narcissist. And the way I got that diagnosis was really crazy. It was really crazy. But these dudes don't understand that they're the common denominator. This man my ex-husband went through 3 marriages in a span of 10 years. 10 years. But it hadn't dawned on him that he's the issue. Anytime I interact with him, I'm all kinds of names. He goes off the deep handle. This man is not there all the way. He's got some issues. And that's okay. That's no longer my problem. The problem is that he told me, hey, you need to learn how to communicate, And then he's only called my son 3 times last year around holidays. Around holidays. Right. It is so embarrassing to deal with men like that. It's insane. In their mind, money equals power. I had to change the dynamic, and I really hope this young lady can, because when I got out, he lost his shit. He still loses it. He doesn't even have my real number. The only number he has to contact us is my son's cell phone. That, again, he only called 3 times last year. He told me I need to learn how to communicate, only to tell me that he don't call the phone because he don't want to speak to me. Right. Right. It's crazy. It's insane. But these men are out there. Every time I see a passport bro that's gotten married, all I can do is fucking chuckle. Because for whatever reason, they believe these women won't leave them too.
This chat and Anne video, I got to see the chat one first. It came to my FYP, so I listened, you know. I was like, okay, Filipino wife, why are you calling her by nationality? You know, that's my first thing. I said, okay, let me listen. Then, you know, I listened for a bit. And, you know, as always, go to the comment section. And I'm amazed how people supported the lady. I don't know them. So I got a link from there, you know, to check the wife. And what popped up was her stitching one of his videos. And, you know, I just want to say this to people, especially Americans that wants to get married to people from another culture, another country. Respect is the number one thing. We love you and yada, 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 all that. You can do all you want to do. But we will not take it lightly when you come for our family, especially our parents. This is not, and I'm a Nigerian, so you can imagine she's Filipino. And trust me, we kind of have similar culture. There's going to be culture clash when you get married to somebody outside your race or outside, you know, your country. There's going to be culture clash. But if you say you love me, you got to love my family. You got to give them respect. Because mostly, these parents coming from other countries, they're not coming to America to disrespect you. Especially from my culture. My father is not going to disrespect my husband. Neither will my mother disrespect my husband. If my parent has something to say about my husband, they are going to meet up with my in-laws to talk about whatever they want to say. They're not going to go to my husband and say, yada, 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 yada. So we take, I don't know their story, but at the end of the day, when she talked about respect, that's why I said, let me come in here. If you're planning to travel to Nigeria to get a husband or to go to get a wife, you're going to Filipino to get a husband or wife, always understand, we're not saying don't marry our people or don't marry anybody people. Respect. We will give everything off if you disrespect our parents. And I think this guy have crossed the line because he gives her what? Green card? So what? Because he gave her, I don't know if the kids are their kids, I don't know the story. But it came off as disrespectful anyway. That was why I stopped to like, okay, Filipino wife is supposed to be something like, oh, my wife, you know, something like that. So why do you bring the country into it? If you really love her, something like that. I feel, you know, horrible that kids are involved in this, you know. But at the same time, I hope she get healed, you know, things work out with her and stuff like that. Wish them success on both sides. But if you are going to another country to get a spouse, I don't care if you're doing it for money or if you're doing it for papers or if you do it because you love them, learn that culture before you marry them. Because you bring them here or you meet them here and you disrespect their people. Because what? You're an American. I know I'm going to get slashed for this and people are going to talk, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Learn the culture you want to get married to. Because when we marry you guys and we come to your country and marry you guys, we learn the culture. We understand the culture. Don't go marry somebody that you're going to disrespect their family. They don't mind losing everything to start all over. Don't do that. That's just my take. Anyway, Anne just got a follow. I'm following her. I like her anyway. Bye.
This is the wife. Go back and watch. I ain't lie. That's her captor. Yep. He did that to her. Unsuspectingly, unknowingly. And now she's standing up for herself. Good for you, girl. Good for you. And no, you do not have to accept the bullshit that goes with this man. You don't. Just because y'all have kids together, that don't mean you can allow him to run over you like that. You don't deserve that. But y'all, go watch.
This man came onto social media, specifically TikTok, to try to shame his Filipino wife, saying she wanted to divorce him the day she got her green card. Sir, I'm pretty sure you pursued this arrangement. The thing about ditching American women to find love overseas is just that. It has to have love. It only works for both people if love exists. We all know you can't buy love. And I'm not talking about this couple specifically, but in general. But I'm guessing that you wanted a traditional wife in this arrangement. One that cooks, cleans, washes laundry, and pops out kids for you. And expect love. But sir, that's a maid. The way he was talking about how big his house was, that was just so off-putting to me. Bro is like 20 years older than his Filipino wife, but acting 20 years younger than her by holing up in the basement, coming onto social media, and then demanding his wife responds on TikTok. I don't know if he was trying to make a show of it, but to me that was like a tantrum. Anyway, Earl, run. Run as fast as you can.
He canceled her trip to the Philippines. He canceled her trip back home because he said she didn't deserve it. The more I've dug into this, the crazier it gets. At this point, Jayanne, we'll get you to the Philippines because I don't trust him. And let me tell you something, he's trying to smooth some stuff over. There's been silence too long, and I know he just released this video, but I feel like he's trying to bait her back and just different tactics. Like, it's going to be the calm before the storm. No. Jayanne, listen to me. You do not need this man. This man used you, abused you, and will continue to do so. This is not love. He wants to act like a savior. He is not. If you need help getting to the Philippines, we will get you there. I know TikTok will get together. We will get you back home. Because you're safer in your family's arms than in his. Believe you me, this is the downfall right here.
Dear Asian women, you're not wrong. These men are in fact broken. It's not your fault. The very reason they have to go overseas to find a wife is because here in America, nobody wants them. They're on their third marriage. They're gonna love bomb you from the very beginning. They're gonna sweep you off your feet and they're gonna give you their best behavior. But once they bring you here in America, they're going to show you their true colors. And they're going to remind you every single day that they gave you the green card, that they are supporting you financially, that if it wasn't because of them, you'd still be in your third world nation. It is no coincidence that they are now disrespecting you and disrespecting your loved ones. These men are damaged goods. Here in America, they can't find a wife. And they have to go overseas to find one. Why do you think these type of men have to go on the other side of the world to find themselves a wife? Because here in America, nobody wants them. And when he finally brings you here to America, we're all shocked that he found someone to marry. If these type of men would be high valuable single men here in America, they would not have to go overseas to find a wife. His interpretation is that you became Americanized. Our interpretation, you finally opened your eyes.
Just about 2 years after you'd been married. And now you're hiding in the basement, having your mantrum, missing Christmas with your own children because you were stomping your feet at the fact that your wife told you no. And what's wild to me, Chad, is that you entered into this knowing exactly what you were getting yourself into.
Why did you marry me?
Because I don't want to work.
I don't know, Chad. I'm just really surprised that you're surprised. The terms of your agreement seemed very clear to me. They just didn't extend to you treating her parents like shit. You reap what you sow, Chad. And I cannot tell you how deeply
So,
satisfying it is for me to
ladies,
tell you that as an
I
Asian
decided
American woman.
to actually look for the response video from his wife because the last time I posted, the experience of these passport bros, a lot of people left commentaries, which I actually stitched some of the comments in my, my short videos. So I posted a lot of the, commentaries I received from that particular person. There is this one that actually, struck me. Someone was like, "Oh my God, you are being so biased. Oh my God, let's see what happens after this post." Like, this person was just all of my, I don't know, maybe he's angry. I don't even know who this person is, but I just decided to post to look for the response video from the wife so that you guys can actually hear from the both side. Then it's not left for you to decide. The thing is that in that commentaries, I was like, as a passport bros, you really need to make your own research before embarking searching for love in these, third world countries, as you guys often call it. That is the essence of their commentaries. Why I say that is that I know some of these passport bros has good intention, why some have a very bad one too. And for the sake of these people who actually have this bad intention, maybe looking for a cheap label and someone that will worship you and do everything for you. I'm not disputing the fact that you cannot find love anywhere in the whole world. You can be very fortunate and, to get the love of your life from anywhere in the world. I'm not disputing that, but it happens. And you wouldn't limit yourself because of what people like. Follow your dream, like look for love, search for it wherever you can find it, if you know that you can't find it where you are. But there's this particular group of passport bros whom, in the course of looking for this love, they use it as an opportunity to badmouth the women in their own country. Let me just use that word. I have seen so many passport bros videos, commentaries, stitches, and all of that. Most of them, we want to let the women down. Like, let me just take for instance, you see a passport bros trying to make some kind of conversation with someone in another, dimension, then trying to put your own woman down or the woman in your country down. For example, they'll like, "Oh my God, yeah, these people are bossy. They want to control you. You want 50-50. You want the woman to, like there's a video I stitched out about last year. This passport bro was like, no, he believed in 50-50 where he's coming from. And this woman was like, in this place, we don't do 50-50. This is exactly what I'm trying to explain. You need to make your own research. This third world country that you guys are like often, their women are not taught to be 50-50 with a man. Their women are never taught so. So before you embark on a journey, you have to make your own research and you have to get acquainted with these ladies. Like, you have to know their culture, know what it implies, like try to get some things from them. Do not bring your Westerner, let me just use that word, maybe because the man was like, "Oh, where I'm coming from, we do 50." And the woman was like, "No, where I am, we don't do that." So these women believe in making a home. Like, what I mean is that they believe that a woman's duty is to give birth, take care of the home, take care of the children, take care of the husband. Then in the other hand, the man in the other hand is meant to provide for the family and make the woman and the children very comfortable. This is the way they are raised. And I wouldn't say that there is still there are no women working and all of that. There are. But do you know there is this saying that they said, my money is my money and your money is our money. A woman can be making her own, whatsoever finances and all of that. That does not mean that the man of the house should actually start putting eyes in her finances. If this woman decided to help you, contribute in the family, she's just doing it as a help, because that is not her job. Her job is to fix your home, take care of your children and all of that, right? Because it's actually not easy doing those home chores. Domestic is not easy. And there are some families and some homes that you as a man has to also provide house help for this. It all depends on how wealthy you are. If you're someone that is capable, that has a capable hand, you are meant to also provide a help for this woman, because they see it as you treating them as a queen, and in the other hand, this woman will worship the leg that you step on. And another thing again that these people believe is the fact that they do not believe in insulting and disrespecting elders. They are raised not to raise voices at your elders, your parents or whatsoever. Let me just say respect. They like it when you show respect. That's why if you watch most of these, the way at which some culture bend down to to greet your, greeting is very, very, the culture is different. That is what I'm trying to make you guys understand. If you know you cannot cope with all of those things, it's better for you to have a relationship with someone you know that understand the system that you are raised. This person understand that, okay, this is not our third world country. In this place, this is how things are run. In this place, women provide, men provide. Women providing, by paying rent, house rent and all of that. In this third world country, women don't pay house rent. They don't pay house. That is a man's job to do. But overseas or in the developed country, women are meant to pay house rent, 50-50. You don't do that. So I don't see why he's all complaining with what he provides. And if you watch the last clip I put up here, the man was like, why did you get married to me? And she was like, because I don't want to work. Over there, they don't believe a woman should work and still take care of the house and children. They believe that a man should provide financially, while the woman should take care of the home. The job is divided. Everybody knows where they have to contribute. But there are some women who now chose to do their thing, and that is by choice. It's not a must. It's not by force thing. That is by choice, because as you can see, things are changing. People are developing, but you cannot change the way at which these people are brought up. This is how they are brought up. But growing up, they not knew that, okay, a woman also have to, have something for herself. And that doesn't even mean that because she's working or she's earning something, she has to come and pay rent or do 50-50 with you. Even with that, she wouldn't want to do 50-50 with you. Unless you want a woman that you guys would just be roommates, living in a roommate, not relationship, a roommate that you go out to work, she goes out to work as well. Probably she wouldn't want to give birth, because if she gives birth, who is going to stay home to take care of the children when she is about to go to work? So these things the world is changing. It's either, if you want to do your 50-50 whatsoever, then do it with someone that understands the system, so that there won't be conflict and depression and people going back and forth with all of this. This is the nature, and this is how they've been brought up to be. It's not a dual or by thing. It's just that if this is what you're going for, know it that the mentality is different. The culture is different. They believe that a man should provide and a woman should take care of the home. But if it's something that you cannot do, there's no point even starting it. Don't go with this mentality that because I provide, I have to insult her, I have to treat her like a slave, I have to... No. Because you don't need to do that. If you do that, she'll have to, do it back to you. And thirdly, these people already know what past purpose is all about. So they are now wising up. They see what is happening on the internet, the social platforms. They see. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one. Lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and I will see you, lovelies, when I